been an absolute demon. Now straight up the middle goes Alicia Corrigan. This is a great surge from Canada. Oh, tackler slipping off, gets the arms free to Atson support. Great start for the Canadians if they can finish off here. They spin it across the line to Carissa Norton and out on the edge. Asia Hogan-Rochester back in the side after a couple of tournaments away and straight on the board. So I say it is risky and it's been turned over by Shaleya Valenzuela for Canada. So a chance before the half. It's Sabrina Poulin. In fact, she might have been the player who turned it over on the floor, and now it finally comes for Canada. And Florence Simons, this hard worker. 15s, Canada has a one squad philosophy. The 15s and 7s team have trained together in the past couple of weeks. Here goes Hogan-Rochester, scooting away. Great turn of pace, fabulous turn of pace from Asia Hogan-Rochester. And Maya Davis taking responsibility with the halfback duties. And away it comes for Pauline Lane, straight into the hands of, Jasmine Felix-Hotham, and straight away cutting a swathe through the Great Britain defence to score under the post. Jasmine Felix-Hotham. Here's Pauline Lane, who actually wasn't due to be playing here this weekend, but comes back into the side. Here's break, first touch, has to put them on in the slippery conditions. Hiddeny working hard through the middle, and now Georgia Miller, nominee for World Rugby Player of the Year, and that is exactly why. Stands up the defence with ease. Georgia Miller with a width on the passing from New Zealand. Miller, hands this time go to ground. It's gone backwards, says the referee, as Tinetti takes the contact. Davis back for Hiddeny. Nice quick hands. Here's Kelsey Tinetti on the edge coming across. Torley slips through her, and again New Zealand are just cutting Great Britain to ribbons at the moment. Hogan-Rochester almost having a false start, and away they go. Here come Canada, just pouring forward straight away. The link-up, the offload. Was it Valenzuela who put it on a string for Hogan-Rochester? But what a start for the Canadians. Nice quick ball again for Canada, and they've got numbers out to the right. Valenzuela looking to put it on the chest for Williams. Sit down one, and Charity Williams just barrels through the defence. Will get the forward roll for good measure, and it's Charity Williams back on the score sheet for Canada. Valenzuela tries to clear out, but GB protect it. Laughlin gets a nice ball around the corner, got long levers and had Abby Brown on the shoulder. And Great Britain do bounce back in this first half through the veteran Abby Brown. Defence coming across, Otani it was, and Onoku for Japan. Miller pressing, you just cannot hang off her like that. Georgia Miller, she does not need that sort of gap to run through or roam through, and that is what she did. Georgia Miller strikes for New Zealand from the kickoff.
Coach, I know there's always themes you like to use during tournaments or before tournaments. What's been your theme this week?
Yeah, we talked about being at our brightest this tournament, so we've worked really hard about exposing new ways of doing things, new players.
New Zealand still sticking with the big guns. They've got some new fresh places on their team, but here is one who looks pretty fresh even if she isn't new, and that is Stacey Waka coming back into the side earlier in the season, busting through, scoring tries. Good to see Lauren Torley back out there though. She didn't play in the second game, and that is a lovely dish off for Abby Brown on the edge, the veteran. Abby Brown, such a heart and soul of this team, and she gets the first strike. Japan have gone, boy, the cow had the big race away to the other side for the sin bin, and that has just meant Mayu Yoshino has been able to cut through the GB defence, and it is Yoshino who scores. Grace Crompton as well, and Ellie Boatman, they're two out-and-out speedsters, game breakers, not available, but here's a good game break from Shona Campbell. Little show and a go, just covered across, nice change of direction, fabulous change of direction. Better than my use of the word direction was Shona Campbell. started the weekend really well. The squad and the wider one squad has been training together. How beneficial is that for your 15s and 7s teams to mix and match like that?
Oh, it's super important. Stay in it, Age. Just stay in it. It's super important for us. We think it's our greatest strength. We think our athletes are our greatest strength, and the group that we have right now is preparing to win and do big things.
New Zealand reload and go again. Paul hiddenly patrolling in the middle, and now again little stab kick through. There's nobody in behind here. Miller's just loping towards this one, keeps it on the toe. Oh, just about overcooked it, but of course she can, because there's not a whole lot that Georgia Miller can't do. They're going to get some more though here, Canada. Apps goes. Simons. New Zealand backtracking. Norston on the end of the chain. They didn't get it the first time, but they've dragged one back now through Carissa Norston. Garcino tracking across. Olsen has to put it on the toe for Ramsey. Might set up here for the US flyer. It does. Nice ball back in field for Sarah Levy. Drops it back for Olsen. USA have exited really well. Away goes Sammy Sullivan. Such a strong work ethic, Sammy Sullivan. Look at the gritting, the determination, and Sullivan will strike for the United States. USA haven't been able to release their real flyer, Ariana Ramsey. That's the direction they are heading though. And there she is with ball in hand. Big fan from Ari Ramsey to get away from the French defence. She'll put the speed down. A kiss to the crowd. And Ariana Ramsey lights it up at Dignity Health Sports Park. And Sullivan once more, short ball for Olsen. Just has to heave it back, and France pounce on it. I'd love a try before half-time. Tighten things up. Here's Christians. Oh, that's superb. Well, she was the one who fell off the tackle with Ramsey. But this is why she's been their leading scorer this season. Alicia Christians gets one back for the French. Coming in with a bit of physical pressure.
No, don't hold her in.
Trying to roll out of there, which eventually does. It comes for Balanessa. Here is, or a little ghosting run around the outside, and that's found Clark on the edge. She'll just put the foot down. Bridget Clark, they manipulated some space. Well done, Australia, and it's Bridget Clark on the score sheet first up. Sit down, Gullo. And they've come through in one possession back as Australia. Duff. Nathan, now Hayes. Back in field they come, Nathan and Duff, another the cousins combined. There's three of them, Duff, Nathan and Pucky. Pucky on the bench now. Here's the sisters heading towards each other. Tegan for Maddie. Maddie one way and then the other. And then back in field, twisting and turning and ripping the Fiji defence inside out of Mackenzie Davis. Still there for Fiji. No way through for Gullo. Australia's turn to scramble really for the first time. And now they look to blow through as well. Fiji just hold on to it. They'll get a penalty. And they'll go and go quickly. Dudavutu, who started it all. Oh, Nicholas was backtracking, and eventually the strength of Venanaisi Dudavutu. They come out Lutos. Oh, offload over the top as she was dumped to ground, Lutos. This time they stick in their hand. Dupuis to Argel, and Cleo Argel gets the first score for France. Strong from Nakathir, and then to be able to get in control. Here come Fiji, straight back though at France. The offloading game again once more. Sticking on, just tying up a little bit. At the end is Salisa Pikidala, and she will go in under the sticks to respond for Fiji. Headgear, just 18, and France concede the penalty. Now here's trouble. Turoti, Goya gets away. Does Turoti, running out of room, looking for the support, and then just force the offload. Twinkle toes down the side, Venanaisi Dudavutu, and they are the team that can break opposition hearts and make their fans' ones explode in joy. Fiji snatch it at the death through Venanaisi Dudavutu. Back they come, swooping around the corner. Levi, Tegan Levi Gets around the outside of Sullivan. Kept her feet brilliantly, Tegan Levi. And in she goes for the opening score. Really dangerous attacking chance here for Australia. And this woman's so key to it all, Faith Nathan. Dishes off for Levi. Ramsey going to have to come at her, but too much room there for Maddie Levi. And she will whip around the outside of this USA defence to get a second for Australia and give them a 10-0 lead. Ball and pucky at the same time, but it's a nice quick reload from the USA. Now Kershey is going to have to put the head down here and go for it. That's the breakout score for the United States and Christy Kershey. It is Australia getting us underway against France in this penultimate match in Group B. And it's Howard Tuncutter who has just burst her way through the gap. I talk about 14 new players in the French side this season. She is one of them, and she is really impressive. Howard Tuncutter, the 20-year-old. Now they will look to spread and get to the edges. No, they'll go back up the middle. Eventually it came for Henwood. Tunkara chasing. She might have got too much of a head start on her. Henwood coming across. Good chase coming in the end from Valentine Lutoz. But they were really patient, Australia, and in the end the try comes for Carly Henwood. Hard-working player, Ruby Nicholas. Another new addition this season. There's the angled run from Henwood. The gap opened up. And once again, it's another chase, Lutoz and Henwood, and it'll be the same outcome as before with Carly. Oh, Henwood, hang on a moment. She does get it down eventually. Took her time with it. Good effort from Valentine Lutoz, but Henwood gets the try.
Kershey makes the tackle, forced the turnover into the hands of Kayla Canet. Ariana Ramsey, she's got 3 here today already. You're going to make it 4 as Ramsey will take it in for the first points in the match.
And Ben, if you know, you know.
Yes, she is. You saw Emily Bodwell there, the head coach. Zach Test, the American legend, who told me earlier this week that he met Tolliver when he was working and playing still for the U.S. She was 12 years old. He met her at a camp here in L.A. And now look at Nia Tolliver. She takes one in for 5.
Put her name as a contender on the world stage.
At times, to me, she's untackleable, if that's a word. She's so hard to defend, Phaedra. And here goes Ramsey. Ramsey with a break, and Ariana Ramsey. 2 in the first half. Give her 5 so far here in LA. So we get a look at the championship cup draw here. So the semifinals are set. Australia, Canada up top. New Zealand and the United States will play in the other semifinal match.